Yeah, I don't have anyone in here yet. I wanted to go live real quick. Okay, I got 5 people in here. One thumbs up already. Thank you, Kip, for jumping on. Hey, I just wanted to do a quick one, real quick here and go live. I want to update on what I've heard about the capital of Minnesota. Just my resources. What I've been talking to a lot of different people about. I think everyone's praying for the same thing and hoping for the best, that we don't have any violence go down this weekend. The National Guard has been deployed or put on standby. I was up at the Capitol yesterday filming. I literally ran out of time to even put the video out before I met up with Rowdy to go live on his live stream. So what's up is, Jason, I just wanted to go quick live, let everyone know I will be at the Capitol or the governor's mansion, wherever things are popping off. If anyone has any information, I consider myself media, more journalist than I am an auditor, even though I get lumped into that category. But I want to encourage people to reach out to me by email. If there's any information, leave me an anonymous tip if they know of anything that's going on. I'll go to jail before I reveal my sources to anyone. But I will be on top of it. Rowdy's not going to be in town, so he won't be able to be part of it. But he will be probably restreaming my live stream or sharing my live stream on his channel as well. But as far as we know, from what I've talked to different sources, there are no credible threats to the Minnesota State Capitol. That I've been told that it is very, we're not expecting anything here in Minnesota. I did have another journalist reach out to me when I met during the Floyd civil unrest that happened here in the spring. Just reached out to me probably in the last hour and asked if I knew of anything. He's out of state, but he'd come back and hopefully cover some stuff too if something popped off. So I do appreciate it. I just want to do a quick update. It's late. I'm getting ready to head out, get all my stuff. I'm charged up, ready to go. And we're all hoping for the best. We're hoping that if there is a crowd, that it's not violent. We don't want what happened in DC to happen here. Thanks, John. I will stay safe. You guys are going to be my eyes and ears when I'm out there live. If something happens to me, you guys are going to see it. I am going to test out my Gear 360 to go live with that as well. I'm going to try and run 2 different live streams simultaneously. I don't know how well this is going to work, but definitely going to be hopefully ready for anything that goes down. Yeah, John, why you're not a mod, we'll add you as a moderator too, so it's very eerily quiet, I feel, across the country tonight. It almost reminds me of when you're a little kid and it's Christmas Eve and we're all waiting on Santa Claus to come. It almost has that very eerie feeling here in Minnesota. I have contacted State Patrol. They know that I will be out there. Yes, it's way too quiet. Extremely way too quiet, John. So I appreciate all your guys' support. I appreciate what I've learned. but I did want to throw that out there. It's been super, super. Oh, you're welcome for the wrench. I'm not afraid to throw wrenches out there as long as you guys, I need more of them. Hey Kip, sorry I missed you in the beginning. I think you were first. But yeah, if anyone has any information, don't hesitate to share it. Us as media, press out there, during filming these things, it doesn't matter. We're all the same team when it comes to this. I'm going to stay as safe as possible, but also try and get the camera shots we need to. But I've talked to State Patrol. They know I'm going to be out there, so hopefully I won't have any issues with them. I've had extensive conversations with State Patrol as well. So they know who I am. They know what I'm doing if I'm out there. Yeah, David, I'm definitely driving safe. We flip the camera around for you guys here. Give you kind of a weather update. Roads here in Minneapolis after we got our wet, heavy earthquake and snow. I just got my camera mount fixed in my truck. I broke it the other day, so this is roads are pretty much just slightly wet on the interstate. Just up on some of these chats here. Rubicon, I am just kind of giving an update that it's eerily quiet. We haven't gotten any credible threats to our state capital here in Minnesota, but I will be covering anything that happens at the Capitol if something does go down. I'm on the west side of the city right now on 494. I'm actually in Maple Grove. I just crossed into Maple Grove from Plymouth. It is 34 degrees out. And, well, there's a plow truck off to the left right there, salting. So definitely hand it to our DOT. They are on top of the snow the best they can. But guys, I hope the weather holds out for you wherever you are, wherever you're filming. If you're at home watching, I appreciate it. If you just want to tune it out because you guys are having a overwhelming information overwhelming, because trust me, it's very, very easy to get overwhelmed. We had a hostage situation last night in Brooklyn Park. Well, actually started during the day in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. A guy broke into a house that was armed. The information I have is they took the adults were able to get out. There was a 7-year-old that was hiding. He found the 7-year-old. The person was armed. There's MnDOT right there throwing salt down on the road. One thing interesting about our plow trucks, though, if you see it, they do amber and blue. So it's kind of interesting. A lot of states you see blue lights and it's law enforcement. But yeah, I took hostage, found the 7-year-old, took him hostage. They called negotiators out. They convinced him to let the 7-year-old go, and they lost communication. They did breach and found that the hostage taker, the guy that broke into the house, was found deceased due to himself. He took his own life. So again, personal protection devices are always the greatest equalizer in the world. In Minnesota, though, we don't have a castle law. We have a duty to flee. So actually what happened is, by law, what was supposed to happen, except they could have stayed to protect the 7-year-old. That is perfectly legal in our state. And but hunting apartments are nasty. David, yeah, definitely they are. I have a video where I filmed out there at Huntington a couple times over in Brooklyn Park. That is a pretty horrible place. They just switched management companies, I think, a couple of years ago, or almost 2 years ago now. Yeah, Kip. David, I don't know why you're not a mod either. You should be a mod here. But yeah, they're pretty nasty. This happened kind of not too far away from Huntington, if you're familiar with Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. But definitely, one thing I want you guys to do is I'm going to get back into doing quite a bit of First Amendment audits. I actually did an audit on, this is a spoiler alert, or a spoiler for you guys. I did an audit of Brooklyn Park Police Department, which they already know me fairly well with interactions we've had, FOIA requests, different things like that. The interview with the deputy chief I did. So the audit wasn't quite a true audit, but again, they were very respectful to me being up there filming. I'm going to try and get that video out here once everything kind of settles down. I did an audit of a recycling center, kind of an audit, recycling center slash transfer station in Maple Grove, Brooklyn Park area. Brooklyn Center, it's kind of a weird area. So I'll get that up here pretty soon. Hey, Freedom to Film. I appreciate you jumping on here. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, are you going to be out, Freedom to Film, at the Capitol where you're at? Or do you have any plans to go out? How about you, Save the Humans? Do you have any plans to go out? Definitely, you guys are all mods in here. You know, throw your link to your channel up in here too. Can't make it down to Indianapolis, Freedom to Film. I got that. Capitol is 3 hours from you. Okay. Well, I mean, even you guys behind the scenes being mods in the channel are, and you guys know this as well as I do. Mods and viewers are just as important to what we're doing when we're doing this as we are being out there f***ing it. Can't do it without you guys supporting us. But we've got so much to cover, and there's enough of us out here. I appreciate, I'm just saying it again, I appreciate all your guys' support, your help. I got 21 people in here. This time I'll be able to go live on the YouTube app versus when I was filming with the Floyd unrest where I had to use Streamlabs, which was really giving me a hard time. So I really appreciate it. FTP was one of my biggest supporters. Savage Audits, all you guys, Save the Humans, all you guys that supported me through all that and boosted my channel. I really appreciate everything you guys did to help me build, because without you guys and without you guys as the fans and viewers, I couldn't be doing what I'm doing now. I don't know, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if Tony, Minnesota Guardian's going to come out and film. He might. I don't know about Capitol Transparency. I haven't talked to him yet. But there's a few of us that are going to be out here. So I think it's kind of nicer to stare at the road than it is my face. But again, I appreciate all your guys' support, appreciate all your help, and like I said, it's eerily quiet. I'm going by our Minneapolis FBI building. I was just back up there trying to do some FOIA requests. Sorry, I can't really read the long chats. Hit up News Now. What is that? News Now 317. Are they? Are they local up here? Where are they at? I don't know that channel. Drop a link to their channel if you could. I think I'm gonna go ahead and Actually, we might get a cop watch in here. I was going to go right to the FBI building that is literally a block away from me, our Minneapolis FBI building, but I got something here. Looks like possible PD. Would be a community service officer with a car accident, truck in the ditch. Not much anything there. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you jumping on. I appreciate all your guys' support. How many people? I got 17 people, so I've lost some. It's getting a little boring, but I just wanted to shout out quick to everyone, let everyone know, give them a quick update. It is, like I said, eerily quiet here in Minnesota. Walz, our governor, has put the National Guard on standby and immobilized them. I didn't see them yesterday when I was down at the Capitol before I went to go film. But definitely, yeah, poor guy. You know, here's the thing, the roads aren't even that bad right now. Where I'm driving, you can see they're kind of wet. It's 34, just dropped to 33, my truck said. So, this is a hot spot up in here in Brooklyn Park. Actually, this is Brooklyn Center, sorry. We're in Brooklyn Center. We're up here by the Walmart where during the Floyd unrest happened. This was a spot that got hit. I don't know if you guys remember that live stream. It was pretty late. I think it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I came up here and they weren't letting me in to film. But I will be addressing that too with, I completely forgot about that, but I gotta go address that with the Deputy Chief of Brooklyn Center PD. Anyway, guys, we're gonna go cruise through this parking lot, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut this live stream. I appreciate all you guys. How long have I been live streaming? Okay, so I'm gonna cut it probably about 20 minutes. I just want to do a quick one. Does anyone have any questions? Yeah, all the rocks and cows. Yeah, he's seen that one too, huh? I thought that was pretty sad of our wonderful governor talking about rural Minnesota, because rural Minnesota doesn't have a voice. This is the non-rock and cow area of our state. But well, we got PD up here too at Walmart, it looks like. See if anything's going on. And but yeah, this is one of the areas that we have a lot of unrest when it goes down up here. Yep, this is the old Brookdale for you, David. I know you're kind of familiar with this area. Brookdale Mall is no longer here. You know, if you guys want me to do some driving around like this and just showing you areas, there's Brooklyn Center PD hanging out. Officer's just walking back to his car. Looks like he's got a clipboard and. But yeah, this is the old Brookdale area for you guys that know this area back in the day. It's now a little strip mall, and the Sears building's still here, but it's they don't do, it's not the old Brookdale Mall. But yeah, anyway, so here's where we're at. It's really calm here too. There's usually more people over here. So anyway, thank you everyone that's stuck with this. If you guys have any questions, any information, I can pull over here and read some comments quick. Message redact. Okay. You're welcome, Adam. I'm definitely trying to cover everything I can. I'm gonna try to hit some other stories too. Rowdy, I've been working with pretty close. We've talked about a few other things to cover. I'm gonna be in the field more. A lot of content is gonna be shared between Rowdy and I's channel, Rowdy Podcast. Uh, the We're all gonna be trying to work. Lived by Denny's. It was Northwest. Oh, are you talking the Denny's over by the Motel 6 by the FBI building? Well, to save the humans, I'll respond to that with Rowdy. Um, Rowdy and I get a lot of intel from resources that we have. Rowdy is not taking a break. There's a lot of things that are going on right now that we can't really share over the air. But one thing we have to do by what we do is we have to protect ourselves. And one thing that they're watching some of us on our channels, and you'll hear other people talking about this as well. If they're going to try to work on charging the Patriot or doing the Patriot Act on some of us that are filmers. And what that does is that makes life very difficult for us. The Patriot Act is the most unpatriotic thing that could have happened, and it was only supposed to be temporary. And unfortunately, it's still going strong. And what, again, it gives the government a lot of power, and with a lot of power comes a lot of corruption. And unfortunately, not everyone that has this power understands how to wield this sort of power, and sometimes they wield it for abuse. And we again have to protect ourselves. In the distance there, you see the Foot Locker that was hit a few times. There was a shooting there. There was a shooting at this Walmart. Let me get caught up here. So anyway, going back to that, and Rowdy's not going to take a step back. He just has to change what he's doing. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a lot more field work. I'm going to be doing a lot more field work, and Rowdy's going to do a lot more of in-office stuff. And you're going to see my channel change a little bit. You're going to see Rowdy's channel change a little bit. We're working really well together. Adam, you met me and Rowdy at the No Mask rally. Been following. Thank you so much. We'll make you a mod too. Moved from the cities 8 years ago, way up north. Yeah, and I still got a lot of things going on up north. The pipeline up in Aiken County is going through in Hill City, and it completely spaced my mind about covering that. Because I got so much stuff going on. Duluth PD is playing games with their body cams and dash cam videos. They're refusing to release it. I've been dealing with Jacob's mom. That's the gentleman that was in the car where they were pulling him both sides while he was still seatbelted in, and that's my main video on my channel. So we're just changing the style of what we're doing. We're not changing what we're doing. We're just changing the styles a little bit because we need to. As you guys seen on Rowdy's channel, the FBI has already visited his house, as the FBI calls it, the knock and talk. One thing you have to be very, very careful with dealing with any federal agent anything you say to them, if they can construe you or back you into a corner as a lie, they will, that's a felony. So, and it's a federal crime. So that's why it's very, very important not to talk to federal agents at all. So I appreciate your support, Adam. Yeah, we did cover that. That rally was pretty crazy. I'm going to try and cover some more rallies and protests. I think those are very important for us as independent people to be covering those. Whenever I cover anything, I'm very political neutral. I try to be as unbiased as possible. I think it does an injustice to everybody to go in there with any biased slant as a journalist. Thank you, Save the Humans. We are definitely going to protect ourselves. Edward Snowden. Yes, look at Edward Snowden. 100 North, 42 changed big time. Brooklyn Center. Yes, Brooklyn Center has changed quite a bit. Hibbing, Grand Rapids. Yep. Plan to be going up that way hopefully this summer. As you know, the weather in Minnesota kind of hampers us from traveling and doing a lot of things outside, and the way Minnesota is right now with the lockdowns, some agencies are complete lockdown, some agencies are open, and from what I've been seeing is the agencies that are open, like law enforcement, city halls and things that are open to the public still on limited capacity, are really trying to be transparent and work with us. I really appreciate that, because that's the way it should be. Mayor Lightfoot, yeah, Mayor Lightfoot did send. Yes, David, we are working with you. I have not forgot about you. We're still working with you. We don't want to give up with you either. But with the crazy times that we're going through, hopefully that it doesn't get crazy here. Yep, Sartell's, St. Cloud, Sartell's on the radar. Basically everything. I don't know if you guys seen my live stream of FTP in Sioux Falls. I'm going to get ready to put out a video. I did make contact with that agency as well right away when it happened. You know, just because we all are independent, we do our own things, and we all handle things a little bit different. We don't always agree. We're always changing. We're always learning by how we handle different scenarios. It's critically important to support everyone in this community. That as long as they're doing it for the right reason, and they're still doing the right thing for the exercising our constitutional rights. And I always believe in supporting anyone that's doing it for the right reason. Yeah, David, I mean, you and I text back and forth and stuff quite a bit. So I appreciate your support too. I mean, everyone, all my viewers, and I appreciate all you guys. I've dropped down to 11 viewers. I've gone on for almost 30 minutes. I appreciate everyone tuning in. I appreciate everyone, all your guys' support again. I wouldn't be doing it without you guys. You know, Rowdy and I are working on a lot of different things behind the scenes, where there's tons of flow of information between both of us behind the scenes. Unfortunately, we can't share all the information we're getting, because we can jeopardize our sources that we're getting it from. But we'll definitely be sharing things that we can share. But definitely always show support, give critiques. I'm always open to critiques. So anytime on a video, if you guys ever have critiques, you want me to try and change. I'm sorry about the one video with the chips at the Social Security building in St. Paul. I didn't realize that bag was going to be so loud. So I'm going to try different techniques with dealing with some sort of law enforcement when they're having some issues. But we're I know Rowdy is too. We're both of us are always open for we always want critiquing. That's one thing we've always learned with training and everything. Anyway, guys, I appreciate it. If you guys have anything else, leave something in the chat here. I got some time tonight. Not too much time. I've got to dump some of my my memory on my cameras and make sure everything's charged up for this weekend, because basically all of us are on standby for what's going to happen. We're all hoping for the best and trying to prepare for the worst. So I don't see any more chats coming in, so again, I appreciate all your support. Wouldn't be doing it without you. Money, you hear a lot of people e-bagging. I'm not going to say you're never going to hear me e-bag. I can make money, but obviously the more money I can make on here, you need some. Yeah, I could definitely use someone riding shotgun. Rowdy and I are going to do that, although I don't know if you've seen his live stream when we were cop watching in St. Paul. My background, again, I have some law enforcement background and driving, so people get really nervous riding with me. Rowdy doesn't like to ride with me. Thank you. We're trying, and we're really trying to make a difference, and we're trying to do it the right way. So I do appreciate that. Thanks, Joshua, for jumping on. This is Minnesota right now. We just got snow. I'm planning on traveling out of state. So that's another thing I want to be doing too. I know Rowdy and I have talked about. Hey, thanks for sharing Rowdy's channel, Save the Humans. I really appreciate. And then if you guys have any other channels you want to promote in here, definitely drop the links. I think it's crucially important, again, that we're one team. All of us that do this, we all put ourselves in a situation to be arrested. We all put ourselves in a potential to go to jail, be assaulted, shot. We all accept this inherent danger for you guys. And if you've never audited before, it is even like talking with Rowdy, it's very scary the first time you do it and you get approached by that one rogue officer that is that's trying to be intimidating. Freedom to Film, thank you, Save the Humans, for dropping his channel. Freedom to Film is awesome. I love all you guys. I try to watch as many of your guys' channels as possibly I can. We're heading up here into Brooklyn Park, out of Brooklyn Center, just to see what it's like up here. Both these agencies we have had. We had a little bit of hiccups with them, but all in all, I can speak highly for both these agencies, Brooklyn Park and Brooklyn Center. I believe they really care about their community. Robbinsdale PD is one that I will be definitely concentrating on as well, because they refuse to be transparent. I'm going to be trying to put out a lot of follow-up videos. This is, we're now Northwest Minneapolis area here. It's 34, now jump back up to 34 degrees. So we're flirting around 33, 34 degrees out here. Sorry, and I want to apologize too again. Rowdy and technology are mortal enemies. If you watch our the Rowdy podcast show we're doing, and Rowdy's going to be putting out Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're going to be trying to do podcasts. I might not always be the co-host in studio. There might be times I'm going to be in the field. I might be in a remote location, being a co-host. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, you definitely want to tune in to the next Rowdy podcast segment. I think it's Tuesday. He's doing Tuesday or Thursday. I don't remember which one. But if you see, watch for it. We have ATA. He has ATA on the channel. You're going to be actually able to see his face and see who the face behind Audit the Audit. Not fully, but you're going to be able to kind of see, put a face to the channel. And I think it's phenomenal, the content, the connections Rowdy has made in this community, and the right way we're all trying to do it. Yeah, and I got a sneak peek of it, of ATA, and for those of you, I think there's only one or two other people that actually have seen who Audit the Audit is. But that's another channel. If you guys haven't seen Audit the Audit, is a phenomenal channel. He does his homework. He does a lot. He puts a lot of great information out there. But yeah, definitely into Rowdy, and then I'm gonna push Rowdy's merch. He has, I like his graphics and everything, and hopefully once I get big enough, I'll probably get a merch store too. One thing Rowdy and I've talked about is my channel name of Minnesota News Now, talking about changing it to limit me to Minnesota. I've decided on not changing my channel name. Minnesota is where I started my channel, and Minnesota is where I will be staying with the channel name as Minnesota News Now, and I will be traveling. I don't know if you guys seen the raid. Yeah, thanks too. This is why you guys as mods, even if you're not in the field, you are so important to me, because I don't have the time when I'm driving to drop links. So thank you so much for Save the Humans. The place is super cool. I love Rowdy's merchandise. But anyway, again, going back to sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm super tired. I was up all night last night and got no sleep again, because I was a lot of my clients were calling me to do snow removal, and we got that wet, heavy, nasty snow. So this snow weighed like crazy amount. So anyway, definitely stay on board, give critiques, give channels. You guys are there goes a car running a red light. That's awesome. So, you know, stick with us, because we got a lot of things that are coming. A lot of collaboration between a lot of channels. So appreciate all you guys. Let's see, what have I got here? I got two phones running here, so I'm getting the comments late. Yeah, I think so too, but just so you know, I'm going to be going to other states. I like the name too, but I'm going to be traveling. I don't know if you guys seen the video. I'm going to try and get that one shared as well. Los Angeles Police Department did a raid. I think I'm going to try to stick with some of these live streams where I'm going to kind of do a podcast like this as well, kind of like Rowdy does, to update you guys on information, because I just don't have the time or resources right now to get these videos. So I'm going to shoot little clips in, kind of like Rowdy does. But there was a raid a few days ago in Los Angeles. They raided a swingers party. It's not the party or what it was about, but what the problem was with this is it violated the governor's order of too many people at the place. So it violated, I think there couldn't be more than like 5 or 10 people in one place with more than one family or 2 families, whatever the order was for that area, for Los Angeles. So they actually have a task force. They went out there and they broke up. All right, David. Yeah, maybe. Just shoot me a text. But they went out there and broke this party up in riot and SWAT gear, and pulled these people out. You know, the thing is if you listen to, yeah, I've talked to Rowdy about you, David. So anyway, going back to this Los Angeles thing, the problem with this is, one thing you're going to understand a lot with Rowdy and I, we're very, very much constitutional driven. There's a lot of constitutional issues, and hopefully they get some really good attorneys and sue. First of all, I believe these officers broke their oath of office, and they should have never done this. But they actually have a task force in Los Angeles to go after people that are breaking the governor's order. And if you guys watch Brian with High Impact Flicks TV, I think he has another channel of backup to the backup to the backup channel because they keep taking down his channels. He was filming something that happened very similar in Britain. Well, a week later after that happened, it's here now. And a lot of people said that won't happen here because we have the Constitution. Well, that video just was able to show that our government isn't obeying the chains of our Constitution to hold them back. Hi, Jay in Minneapolis. At the thin blue line. Who's at the thin blue line in here? Oh, Thin Blue Line Slayer. Hey, appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, thanks. You know, we have a lot of things going around the country, and I'm trying very hard to cover all these things. We're up here now at the Brooklyn Park Walmart. It's very eerily quiet here for a Friday night. You know, this is another place that's usually really busy. Sorry, I just got a notification for Good Luck America. I've been on his panel too. He's another one that I really like. Former law enforcement. You know, I think he's really fair on dishing it out on both sides. Thin Blue Line Slayer, you've been here at this Walmart in Brooklyn Park? But we anyway, so I'm gonna jump off. I got 12 people on here. I'm looking at doing I'm kind of experimenting a little bit with oh, that's cool. That's cool, Thin Blue Line Slayer. Yeah, I kind of like to show people what's going on around here too. So appreciate you guys jumping on and watching. Yeah, this is a bad spot, bad area. So actually, let me show you guys something. I think it was last year I came up and filmed, and I never put the video out. But Fox 9, our local affiliate here, filmed that right back where you see those 2 cars parked, there was a shooting. There was a shoplifting suspect, ran back here, and there was an officer-involved shooting with Brooklyn Park Police Department shot the guy. Thanks, Save the Humans. Yes, another phenomenal channel that I really like and respect. He's really good at what he does. I think he's very fair too. I've been watching him for a while before I even got too far involved in this. So it's good to watch even if you don't agree. I think it's really good to watch all of us and all these different abilities, because we can take different things and learn, and I believe it's always about learning. I actually had some officers compliment me and deputies compliment me about my hat. Yeah, Thin Blue Line Slayer, I do agree. It is what you make of it, and it's definitely a small handful of individuals that can make a scenario bad for everyone. And but going back to that, so I'm working on StreamYards to do a live panel chat. So I'm gonna reach out. So if you guys like Thin Blue Line Slayer, if you want to be on it, Save the Humans want to be on it, David, if you want to be on it, um, you know, JN Minneapolis, if you want to jump on it, basically anyone that wants to jump on this, I'm gonna try and get a time scheduled with you guys, and gals. You'll hear me say you guys. It's just how I talk. I don't mean any disrespect to anyone. No, Save the Humans. I'm not Army. I never served in the armed forces. I was going for more civilian roles, law enforcement, fire, EMS. Um, I do respect our armed forces greatly. I want to thank you for serving. Um, I believe that all of us, whatever role we serve, each one of us has a very special thing in each of us that only certain people have the mental capability, emotional capability to do these certain things. And I've had my mom told me this, and I didn't believe it for a while, and I had a hard time swallowing this because I believe that we're all human and very humble about what we do. Um, all right, thank you, Thin Blue Line Slayer. I will definitely hit you up. Let me just screenshot this quick. So I got your email. I'll definitely shoot you an email, and we'll get together. And I think that going back to that, I think there's a very special individual that can do certain things, and not all of us can do it. There's certain things I can't do, um, but I need other people to do these jobs. So I think all of us are very geared for different roles, and I think it's very, very, yeah, definitely Save the Humans. I mean, I definitely want to collaborate with a lot of different people. Um, one thing that blows my mind away is that, to be honest with you guys, how many subscribers I have. It blows me away that I have 12 people in my channel right now, 17 thumbs up. It blows me away. Um, when I was down in Oklahoma with Rowdy filming, I met a fan of mine, and it blew me away. Yeah, Save the Humans, definitely. And depends on where our conversation goes too. I can always talk to Rowdy. Where we're going with what we have going on, we're not even close to being where we want to be with things, and we're working very hard to go nationwide without sharing too much of our thoughts and ideas. We were trying to get part of an organization um, that fell through, without sharing too much, because there's a lot of legal things going on with that as well. But I met a person that knew me down in Oklahoma City, and it blew me away. It blows me away when I meet people that know me, here or anywhere, and I'm doing it for you guys, and it blows me away, and I'm very humbled by all of you guys that support me and watch me and do all these things. So I respect people that are in the armed forces, because there's only certain people. It's not something I could do. My personality would never let me make it through boot camp. Um, so for you guys to do that, I respect you tremendously, for everyone in the armed services that made it through and served and made it out alive. So I want to thank everyone that does that, and same in the fire service. And we all have a camaraderie when we get out, and it's one thing Rowdy and I have talked about. Even though we've seen different things in different areas, we have this core that holds us together, that we all have an understanding for, and things that we've seen and done. Um, I've seen about 4 or 5 other channels pop up on here that are putting out videos. So I want to thank all of you, Thin Blue Line Slayer. Let's see, I got a story about those Hennepin County sheriffs that arrested Rowdy downtown in that video. The undercovers that he was found. You do? All right. Thin Blue Line Slayer, if you could drop me an email so we can get in contact with each other, I'd really greatly appreciate it. You know, I one thing I can say different about fire and law enforcement, um, we truly care about what we do. There's a lot of politics involved in that, and that's why I'm not in the fire service and actively a firefighter. I still have all my certifications and hold them current. Um, but one thing you won't see what a fire department do is pull up by a fire and wait down the street until we have 4 or 5 other fire trucks come in and then roll up to the fire. We go, and we go in because that's what we do. We're safe about it, so it's not careless. So don't get me wrong, we're not doing it careless, and we've a lot of training and a lot of knowledge, and we make mistakes every day. But we also critique after everyone. We also have a lot of mental health help for what we do, and that's one thing I didn't realize that law enforcement um, don't do. And you know, I don't want to say cops aren't heroes too, because when we broad stroke a whole thing over one thing, it does an injustice. Thin Blue Line Slayer. I believe that there are a lot of good cops out there. Um, there are cops that are trying to make a difference too, and I think that as long as they can hold a good foothold and do it the right way, I think we're going to succeed. But it's got to come from the top down in an agency. I've got a great relationship with the sheriff of Freeborn County. I've talked to the director of public safety with hold on, let me think. Really super tired. Um, and the name's escaping me now. You guys can see I'm human too, right? The shooting video I did down there, I talked to the police chief. I seen a video come out from another channel, um, and there was a fire down there that I didn't get a chance to cover, and the officers forced people to leave their home with their dogs in there, evacuate, and physically forced them to leave the door unlocked. Called the police chief right away. He found out, made contact with this individual right away, and made sure that it was right. And that's what we need from our law enforcement. We need that from all of our government. We need that from private entities doing that too. And I really have a lot of respect for the Blue Earth County area in southern Minnesota that borders Iowa, despite what happened with me in State Patrol. But I am in constant communication with State Patrol too. So I'm trying to make a change with State Patrol as well. So there's a lot of change videos coming out, and I think those are more important than the other videos that we have with just the instant reaction ones. I know those ones are the ones that get the views, and the other ones are really boring, but I think that the ones where we're going in, I'm showing how we're making change and how to do the process to do it the right way and have the open dialogue and communication with these agencies and let them know if they're a bad agency, I'm coming after you. This is exactly why I have the Punisher logo. If anyone's ever watched the Punisher, I'm not that extreme, but the whole thing behind the Punisher, what he stood for is he went after bad, and he would only go after bad, and the good he couldn't go after. So that's kind of the whole reason I've changed the Punisher logo. I know a lot of agencies have adopted that too, which I don't think law enforcement should have anything to do with the Punisher. I think that's the wrong message to send as law enforcement. Let me see what we got going on here on the chat. I kind of went off on a tangent a little bit. Norse Blue had to deal with tyrants. No, I agree. I think Minneapolis has a lot of issues, and the old police chief, when she was police chief, she was trying to make a lot of changes with Minneapolis PD, and she was met with a lot of resistance by everybody. Um, I don't know if you guys have heard, but the Bob Kroll, I think Bob Kroll, the head of the union for Minneapolis, he's retiring, which is a great thing. He needs to get the hell out of there. The union is very much allowing this bad policing policies to continue in the city of Minneapolis. Um, that shouldn't be happening. He needs to definitely go. Uh, Derek Chauvin, I'm not sure what you mean just by, yeah, I mean, I seen things that I understood in that video, and I seen things that I think were very wrong in that video as well. And I think we all can stand by there were things that were wrong and should have never happened in that video. One thing that if you're not familiar with the area that I've talked to some people about is the old HCMC, Hennepin County Medical Center, is now Hennepin Healthcare, or the paramedics that showed up. Everyone thought they were deputy sheriffs, and they're not deputy sheriffs. Those they're paramedics. So that is very normal. Let's see, where are we going here? You saw the footage that exploded the RV. Cops withdrew. Firemen still went in. Yeah, I don't remember if I seen that footage. Save the Humans of the RV one. Are you talking about Nashville? I don't believe they're going to tell me what I want to hear, because I always back it up and do follow-ups constantly to make sure that and I follow up with the people they talk to too. So with that fire incident, I made sure that I followed up with that individual to make sure that they reached out to him and corrected it. Um, the chief actually reached out to them and made sure that it was right. So, and I do make sure there are follow-ups. I don't just go and believe what I'm told. If anyone knows me personally, they know that I don't do that. I very much will I will dig in. Um, Save the Humans. Okay, so the one thing I'm going to talk about the thin blue line flag. I understand that. Now, here's what I always ask people. Do people have an issue with the thin red line flag? Because I think there's different meanings behind it, and I think that there's different ideologies and different ways we believe and we perceive it out in the public than the way that I think they're trying to portray it. The thin blue line flag, well, I think so. Okay, let me finish this. Save the Humans. My thought here with the thin blue line. So we have it in the fire service, right? The thin red line. What it's a symbol of for us in the fire service, and I'm hoping this is what it is for law enforcement, is a group to communicate with each other, to show that we're part of the same team. Like we're a group. It's just like any other group of individuals to show pride in what we do. So that's how I perceive it. Do I think that's what it is? I know that Minnesota Guardian was going around and asking officers about it and what their thoughts behind the thin blue line, which I think was great. I know he hasn't been out doing things lately. He's just got mobile again, so he's going to be out. So watch for him being out releasing videos, Minnesota Guardian. Let me see. But I mean, I think that it's very respectful to have your opinion. I think we all should have our own opinions, but I think we should also find out the truth and reason behind these symbols as well. And Nashville, I did not see them clear the firefighters out. I did not see the police do that. Now I can tell you with scenes, it's very sketchy. For EMS, I'll give you an example. If it's a medical scene, the highest trained medical trained person, it's their scene. So when I was on a scene of a car accident, that was my scene. I was in charge of that scene. Law enforcement wasn't. Their role was to support me and give me resources that I needed. So law enforcement doesn't like to be told what to do, but it's my scene. So they have to respect that. So there were some battles when I was working a car accident outside of my county when I was down in Georgia, and I had a Cobb County officer give me a really hard time. But we got that one resolved really quick when I had called my dispatch to have our deputies respond to my car accident to assist me, to stop that PD. I do believe that it is a desecration of the American flag, but it's still protected speech. Um, so, I mean, where do you draw the line? Free speech has to be protected, and the reason it has to be protected is because it's going to be offensive. Um, let's see. So, okay, well, and I think that's a fair enough to save the humans. I think that is fair enough to change the logo. Yeah, they can have their own logo. So, before it used to just be the like black rectangle with the thin blue line in between it. That was kind of the older logo that they did, and we did that with the fire service too. It was really popular in the South, not so much up here in the North. Seen that a lot when I was down in Georgia. Uh, David, it's hard. I do believe that you shouldn't mess with the flag. I believe that a lot of people died defending the flag. I respect the flag. I respect our country and the Constitution and what our people have died and fought for. I mean, that's what we're doing right now and filming and doing. That is very true. But again, we do have to respect the people's rights to be able to fly it upside down, and I do believe we have to protect the people's rights to burn it, and we have to protect people's rights. I don't think met by violence is the right answer for this, because then we're no better than the people that are doing it. We have to be able to take that higher road. We have to be able to stand there and take it. It's something that we agreed to do, and if we took an oath to defend the Constitution, and if we believe in our Constitution, we believe in our country, we also have to be strong enough to take these things as well. That is my personal belief on that. I mean, if I'm going to stand there and talk about the Constitution, I have to talk about all of it. I have to be able, if I'm talking about my rights and your rights and everyone's rights to be upheld, we also have to stand there and uphold their rights and take it. Do I believe that? Does it bother me someone desecrating our flag? Absolutely, I do. Um, but I have to stand there and take it, because that's what I'm standing for as well. Because how can I ask someone to respect my rights when I'm not going to respect theirs? Yes, the flag upside down does mean help. That is very true. And Rowdy and I got into this conversation right before the show too, with the flag patch being the wrong way on the shoulders. The flag's always supposed to be flying backwards, and the reason for that is because we never back down. We're always going to push forward in our country. All right, let me see. Last chat, and I'm going to jump off. Annie V, my issue with the meaning is nobody in the group is better. As I appreciate the free speech. Yeah, but that's the great thing. We need to talk about it. We need to have the dialogue. This is why I always leave my chats open. I want people to be able to discuss these things. I want people to be able to talk about it. I want people to get their opinions out. That's what our country is about. Yesterday when I was at our Capitol building doing some B-roll filming, there was me and 3 other people, and we all had a great discussion with different viewpoints and could get out different beliefs that we've seen, and we're able to have a lot of common ground. I don't know if you guys ever watch Louder with Crowder. With what he does is, the Change My Mind segments. A lot of people that I watch, as long as they're open-minded to the discussion, 90% of the things everyone agrees on. But when we start using those little things to sit there and draw lines and divide each other, you get into a mindset where you can't have that open discussion, you can't have that open platform and be having those respectful conversations, even if you don't even agree on everything. It's so crucially important to do that. That if we don't, we're going to be divided. And once we divide, that there's nothing stopping anyone from taking us over. I mean, I'm going to just 9/11, we will never forget. Where are we at today? We forgot. That day, our country was the most united I've ever seen our country. I remember when we drive down the road in the fire truck, we get people just waving and pulling over. People would bring things to the fire station, appreciate us. They appreciated military, anyone that worked in public service. And look at what we're at today. we're at a us against them mentality. We're at, you're either 100% for one something or you're 100% against something, and it's, we're so pushing these divided lines that it's so dangerous right now in our country, and our mainstream media is pushing this so hard. And that's why I think it's so important for us to pick up cameras and start filming. And if you guys want to jump on and be part of the, part of my platform and grow with my channel, if you guys have footage and send it to me, I'm more than happy to put your footage up there if you want to remain anonymous, and I'll protect you. I mean, right now, Rowdy and I and everyone that films right now don't think you're gonna hiding your plate, hiding your information. They're gonna find you and they're gonna track you. They're probably watching me right now. Um, I'm not afraid, and that's one thing too. You have to understand when you do this too. You can't be afraid. I might be in the dark, but I'm not in the shadows. You know, that's how it is. Yes, that's exactly what it is, Blue Line Slayer. So anyway, everyone, I appreciate you. We've gone over an hour. I've gotten like 3 hours of sleep in the last 40, what is it? 10, 22, 26 here, Central Time in Minnesota. 3 hours in the last 30 hours I've been up. So I'm ready to crash. I got to get some sleep for whatever's going to pop off. Hopefully nothing. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. If you're going to be violent, please just don't. I'm just going to throw it out there. Please don't be violent. Air your grievances, do it the right way. I'll be down there filming. No, I don't need any gas money. I do appreciate it. So one thing, if you guys want to donate, I did force myself to get, I did get a PayPal. I do have, you can super chat, you can, do different things. If you do super chat or donate money through, they take like 30-40%. It's crazy what YouTube takes. PayPal doesn't take so much. If you guys do want to donate, I don't expect it and I don't ask for it, but I greatly appreciate it. It blows me away that you guys want to take your hard-earned money and donate it to me. It's just very humbling to me, and I'm very, very thankful for it. And so thank you. Then Blue Line Slayer, have a good night. David, have a good night. Annie, have a good night. Thank you, the 13 of you that are still on here. Have a good night. If you see me go live again tomorrow, you know why I'm going live. It's because I'm down at the Capitol, because hopefully it's going to be quiet and done the right way, and it's just a protest and not what the media says, a violent protest, because there's no such thing. It's a riot, and that's not okay. So I appreciate it. Hopefully I don't run into some any technical difficulties while I'm down there. Thank you all again for all your support, your hard work. NJ Minneapolis, thank you so much. Couldn't do it without you guys. I'm gonna make you a mod too, so you can help out. Brett, thank you. We'll make you a mod too. I'm gonna try and stay safe. We'll see what happens. I'm kind of, and I'll be honest with everyone, I'm a little scared going down there and filming because of what happened in DC and them taking all the footage and start going after people. I'm afraid that me being down there, the difference between the Floyd civil unrest and what I'm afraid of happening here is people with cameras are going to be targeted because they're thinking we're filming to get faces and that as well. So that's a scary thing for us doing filming. I can't find my vest anymore. I'm in the process of actually making one. I didn't get it finished. I'm making one not out of Kevlar, but I'm making one out of I'm so tired, guys. I'm so sorry. Fiberglass, actually. I've done a lot of research. It won't stop. It stops everything. You have to layer it. You have to do it the right way. Again, it's being resourceful in what you know. I did check on getting another vest because I couldn't find my old one. they're like 6 months out, and they've jumped up in price to like $1,200 for a level 3A. So uh, that will be something I will be investing in. But again, vests, it depends on which vest you get and what they cover. I get the wraparounds, I get the trauma plates in there. I had a level 3A when I worked security. Yeah, yeah, $1,200 is a big hurt. Um, Again, I was at Micro Center yesterday buying memory cards, buying some mounts and stuff, and before I knew it, and new cords and an extra battery pack, and before I knew it, I was out of Micro Center for $100. So I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're doing this in YouTube, you're not doing it to be rich. Um, yeah, ammo is up. If you can find ammo, I was in Walmart the other day looking for ammo. Um, I do have a one that's both a personal protection device and a hunting tool. Um, and I could not find ammo at all. And surprisingly, I have a very, very common ammo that I've never ever seen disappear like that. If you can find it, buy it and stock up on it. I will tell you right now, if you know someone that has something and you find it for them, buy it and stock up on it. There are some companies that make it, are I think they're 10 years behind, if that gives you some ideas on how cherished this is. But also, I will tell you this, if you served in the armed forces, if you have hazmat training, if you have any training where you know how to make alternative ways to defend yourself, those are always best because they're always easy resources. Yeah, and reloading your own. That's always good too. And make sure it's well oiled and you're very familiar with it. Keep in mind, hammers kill 4 times more people every year in our country than personal protection devices. So there are a lot of alternatives. Make sure you have fuel for your vehicles and you have backup plans to go wherever you need to that's safe if something does happen. Make sure you have food, and I think everyone else should have, if you haven't done it with the panickers, I think everyone has like 30 years of toilet paper stocked up in their homes, so I don't think we need to do the panic buy on the toilet paper. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm ready to $4.99 at Walmart. Yeah, I mean, it's simple things too. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you guys are aware of Menards, they have a lot of freeze-dried food. Really good. It doesn't freeze. It's not canned. You just add water and heat it up. It's super easy, super simple to do that. That's something I encourage people stocking up too. Very easy to do. I do that too. Anyway, guys, yeah, even a bat. I mean, anything that you can use to defend yourself works great. I mean, Antifa uses umbrellas. It works for them apparently. Not my thing. Yeah, I'll say a 12 too. That's my tool of choice too. Anyway, guys, have a great night. I'm jumping off. Thanks for tuning in. Back up to 17. It's been going on for an hour and 15 minutes. To me, it feels like about 4 hours, not because I don't enjoy talking to you, but because I'm like extremely tired and I got to be on my toes if something pops off tomorrow. Thanks for hanging in with me. Appreciate all you guys. High pockets. Thanks for jumping on here towards the end. Appreciate all you guys again. I'm going to ramble on if I don't jump off. Thank you. Have a great night. Minnesota News Now out.